Hey there, good folks. Let's see, share it on. Okay, okay. Let's see. Okay, all right. Let's see. Live. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I know. Hello. Hello. Okay, I got it. All right, that was a close shave. Okay, I'll do my usual engage with audience. I'll start a poll. See, 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 see. Okay. Let's see. Try. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. How do you spell it? Okay. Hmm. I'll do swimming creatures too. That's an idea. All right. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now that I'm on tonight, and everybody can hear me. Let's see. Well, I'm sure I'm on live, but that's okay. Welcome to the room. It's always great to have people here. Um, yeah, I'm having a good time talking alone. And sometimes I've left. Did they even do a survey? Didn't even do a survey. One person came and went. Didn't even do a survey. Oh, that's all right. Probably looked at my face and looked at the survey and said, "Oh, we're all stupid. Goodbye." I understand. No hard feelings. No hard feelings whatsoever to anybody out there because you have your reasons. What you do, you always have your reasons. Yes, you do. Yeah, yeah. You always have your reasons to do what you want to do. You always have your reasons to do what you want to do. You always have your reasons to do what you want to do. You do things you want to make yourself happy. You do what you wanna do. Yes, you do. You do what you wanna do. Yes, you do. Because you're such nice people. Yes, you are. Yes. Beautiful people. You're so beautiful. Yeah. Yes, you are. Yeah. At least I got my car. At least I got some gas in it, but I'll have to plan where I travel. Can't travel too much. Yeah, I'll have to work a couple things out. Yeah, got to work a couple things out. See what's happening. See what's going on in this world, huh? Yeah, see what's going on. Yep, this is Friday night. This is Friday night tonight. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. I'm gonna start waiting for. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna do it normal tonight, so that way I can figure out the percentages better, so I can know the numbers. Okay. Now, and it says poll complete with 0 votes. Yeah. Oh well. I'll just leave it there. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna fool around. I'm not gonna fool around tonight. No, I'm not. No, no. I'm not gonna fool around. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see. I wonder if I am live. Should be. Yeah, I should. It says I'm live. I wonder if it's public. Gotta check. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'll go to. Oh, hey, sure. Important. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. Mhm. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Your mail. Thank you. Oh, yeah. It does work. Thank you for your vote. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. I was looking around. I thought I goofed up, and for once in my life, I didn't goof. That's a miracle. Oh yeah, it's a miracle. So yeah, now you left. Well, at least you said your mail. That's all right. Thank you for your vote. I appreciate it. Yes, I do. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, yep. So we're going on the 10-minute mark, and let's see. How many votes I got? One? Yeah, I got one vote. Thank you. There's another person that came in and left. That's all right. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so happy to be your friend. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yes, I am. I'm so happy. Yes. I'm so happy to be your friend. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm so happy to be your friend. I'm your friend forever. I'm your friend. Yes, I am. I'm your friend. I am your friend. You are a superstar. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Thank you for your vote. One female and one male. Thank you. Oh, Python Honest, you voted female. You don't look female. Maybe you wish you were female. Maybe you do wish you're female. Okay. Yeah, at least they know you're. Are you still there, or did you just pop in and pop out as usual? Maybe that's what you did. You popped in, say hi, and left. That's okay. That's all right. I know you voted and appreciate it. And yeah, depends on the night. Oh, okay. I'll talk to you anyway. Since you're in the room, bought some shoes at Walmart and clearance for $21. Okay, it's tread safe. Tread safe shoes. Yes. Yeah, and they're all right. Needed shoes, and I bought some tight Oxy for $5. Yep. Uh huh. You can't usually get this for $5. 96 loads. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I went to Walmart, got it. I left, and I forgot something that I was supposed to get at Walmart. I forgot some Brooklyn pads. It came half hour later. They had two left. The other one disappeared. Yeah, there was two left. I bought one of them. Then the other person bought the other. Well, I had to buy it. Yeah, I had bought one earlier. Was it a last week at Menards for $10? And I kept that, of course. So now I have two and a little bit of laundry detergent to do my laundry. So I have enough detergent, laundry liquid detergent for probably about a couple of years, maybe. I still don't have to worry about buying anymore. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Clothes don't get dirty very often, so yeah. Of course, if you wash your so since men usually have white wear their white under, I use let's see um, Snuggle. I always buy Snuggle. That's right. Yeah, I buy Snuggle fabric softener sheets. That's the only brand I buy. I used to buy Bounce, but it used to make me itch, so I buy Snuggle. It may cost a little more. I don't care. As long as it works for me. Yeah, you buy what works for you. Yeah, yeah. Snuggle is an excellent product. Yeah, but it all depends on the individual what they want to buy. Yeah, it all depends on the individual. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they do. Yeah, you just put them in the dryer and let them dry, and that's all there is to it. And sometimes if a person needs a laundromat, say for your comforters or whatever, always go to the cleanest laundromats. And always go to the ones with the widest spaces. Yeah, you don't want to go to the ones with the narrow spaces because, or you don't want to go to the laundromat when they have, say, dollar laundry days, for example, because then you got about 100 people in there line up four wide for machines. Yeah, forget that. I'll pay the extra money to have my privacy. I don't care. Yeah, you have too many people in the laundromat. There's always fights over who took whose soap or fabric softener. Oh, they're throwing out somebody else's laundry, which I hate. I don't even like people touching my laundry when I'm in the laundromat. Oh yeah, and when it comes to the laundromat, I keep an eye on my stuff. All the time. I keep an eye on everything. Well, I stayed in one apartment complex. What was it? Was it Mankato? Was it over? I think it was like uh, over 20 years ago by chance. Oh, St. Beats? No, I don't. Yeah, I am. Yeah, yeah. This lady, I say about 100 sheets of bounce. One time I left for a minute to get something. This lady in a walker, she stole, was it 90, over 90 sheets at least. I had about three, four left. I said, what? Yeah, she stole them. Yep, she stole my sheets. What? Yep. And after that, I try to avoid her. I just don't like thieves, and I'm not gonna beat up somebody over. Yeah, yeah. I was going up and down this week. Yeah, it was 799, 801, 799, 800, and it snuck to 802. Yeah, I got to figure out some new material. What to do? I'll think of something. Okay, let's see now. Three male and one female, which Python Honest says is female. Okay, uh, not my kind of female, but you're a female. Okay. No, okay. All right. Yeah. Either Darkness Falls on hell. Oh, they're old school, Dave. Oh, Dankness Falls. Oh, Dankness. Oh, not Darkness. Dankness. Oh, okay, I get it. That's a Darkness. That's an interesting name. Yeah, it says Dank, not dark. Dank. Dank. Yeah. Oh, it does say Dank. Oh, maybe my vision's going out. Either that or I'm tired. Either that or I'm losing my eyesight. Hope not. So that if I lose my eyesight, I don't have to wear my glasses. Oh, now I can read it better. Dankness. There you go. Yeah. Oh, I'm not high. I'm sober. I'm sober tonight. Yeah, I'm sober. Maybe having my phone thing in the way doesn't help. There. There, now I can see it better. Yeah, I have such a big screen. I have a screen that's wide and high, you know. Yeah, I have a screen that's wide and high. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, at least I got a couple of things done shopping. I was going to buy his soapy rubble pads to scrub some things. And yeah, just thinking, where can I go since I guessed at my old Grand Marquis? Hmm, that'd be interesting. Yeah, yeah. This highway gas mileage isn't bad, like I say, but city, oh boy, city isn't too good. It's just weird. But I'm seeing a couple of those vehicles I got in the 19th. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure Dank remembered. I'm sure Dank remembered. Yes. Yeah. Brillo. Yeah. Oh yeah. I knew a guy named Bud, Budd, Clifton Bud. I found him and Find a Grave. He's buried in Crystal Lake Cemetery. He's this old guy. He talked to all the kids. Yeah, I miss that guy. He died in 1979. Yeah, yeah, and the old from way back in the 70s. You sure met different old timers. No, Clifton Bud. Clifton, Budd, Clifton. Yeah, I looked it up and find a grave and found his name in Crystal Lake Cemetery, and then I found his address looking it up. It was 4715 DuPont Avenue North. I remember that old house he was in. He owned that house with his wife. Yeah, sometimes he'd get drunk in the garage and stuff, and I heard he sometimes peed in a can because he was too lazy to go in his house. He like pee in a can in the garage with the door open. Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. He turned around so nobody looked, but yeah, he was a harmless old guy, one of the nice people in the old days, you know. Yeah, but now in that 47th and DuPont area, it's like totally changed 100% since the mid 70s. You know, all different neighbors. Yeah, neighborhoods around the area turned real bad. Now you can't walk the street without getting jumped. You know. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't even walk down there for YouTube. I did that one video in Bohannon Park. I did one where they had that drinking fountain that I filmed that was like over 50 years old. They tore down the drinking fountain a short time later, but instead of putting the drinking fountain in a museum, they'll scrap it because that's Minneapolis for you. They just scrap everything, you know. They scrap everything. They tear down the old buildings. They put up these new glass buildings, and then the politicians and city council claim, "How come nobody goes to downtown Minneapolis anymore? It's deserted." Well, yeah, when you look at boring glass buildings, who wants to go there? You know? Yeah, yeah. You know, because because when I was doing my YouTube video one time, I was driving between Fargo and Moorhead. Okay, Moorhead, I know I've said this in previous videos. Moorhead, Minnesota. You see, it had they built all new buildings like in the 60s. Fargo, North Dakota kept all their old buildings and kept them up to date. Most people go to Fargo, North Dakota now. Most people go there because of all those old buildings. Most go to Fargo. Yeah, most people go to Fargo. Yeah, sometimes you go to North Dakota, they have different regulations when you go places in Minnesota. Sometimes you go to these restaurants in those small towns of North Dakota, the ceilings are just so low, you know. You just think if they burn some food, the burn stuff will like go in the living room, dining area while you eat and stuff like that. People in North Dakota, they didn't care. They didn't care. The ones in the small towns, you know, didn't matter to them. I think uh, I think my mother said that once about that. She says, "Oh, I think She told me years ago about the low ceilings in restaurants." And mother would say, "Oh, they didn't care as long as they had food to eat. They don't care if the ceilings are low. Everybody smokes cigarettes too." Yeah, and the cigarettes that danced around in the blue smoke. Seen that too many times. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, things are different now. Yeah, I have a friend. He bought a was it a 2007 Chevy Volt recently. Yeah, it's one of those things where for the electrics, the first 50 miles that it kicks in, going on gas, something like that. Yeah, yeah, and I think I'll have to study that sometime. Yeah, I'll have to study that sometime about the Chevy Volt. But I guess for now, he was told by a relative that if you replace the battery, you usually have to replace every 6 years. Is like $10,000. And my friend just flipped out and told him to mind his own business, you know. And but you know, but for me, yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, those batteries are very expensive because I think for now for batteries they use lithium. But if they can somehow change it to a different thing besides lithium to run batteries, that'd be great because You know where a lot of your lithium comes from, right? I'll tell you. Afghanistan. That's where a lot of your lithium comes from. Afghanistan. And the Taliban run the country now, and they got lithium. And China and in Russia, they're going to buy plenty of the lithium. Of course, in Afghanistan, the Taliban, of course, they don't know how to mine the mountains for the lithium. So, of course, the China people from China, their technicians, are going to come in and say, "Hey, we'll help you. You help me. We'll do this and that. Yeah, sure, sure. You get money. Yeah, yeah. You know, they exchange money. Yeah, the big shots exchange money. Of course, the management makes most of the money. All the workers are going to get, well, the top end workers will get good pay, but I bet the ones that dig in the mountains, they probably get pennies on the dollar or something. All right, come on, get to work. You know, they probably don't wear protection or anything because, you know, they have no regulations over there. Probably use prison labor or something, knowing the Taliban. Yeah, they'll use the prison labor to dig the mountains for the lithium, you know. Of course, I think there's probably lithium, of course, in Russia because Russia has a lot of mountains too, obviously. And but if they can find something different besides lithium for batteries, that'd be great. I'm sure they will in time, but yeah, they're trying to get the battery thing going. But as far as that's concerned, it's going to take a lot of time to replace ga- gasoline engines, you know, because you know, for the oil pipelines in the United States that are flowing the oil, you know, that and the trains and the stuff like that, a lot of that's going, you know, it's getting exported, you know, of course, from the United States too. So, of course, from Saudi Arabia, see the third world countries, you know, they're going to use petroleum, you know, because they're behind in solar technology, you know, the third world countries around the world, you know, they're behind. So they're going to use gasoline, of course. You know, well, I don't know. Yeah. Well, with my own car, they say by, well, 2040, I'll be running my Grand Marquis by 2040. So there goes unleaded gas. I think, I don't know. Let's see now. I'll be 76 years old by then. And yeah, I'll probably, well, I might have the car by then, depending on if I get hit or somebody hits me or, you know, something like that, you know, one or the other, you know. Yeah. Yeah. It's a complicated process, you know. I mean, I don't know much about stuff, but yeah, I've been keeping up on it. I mean, yeah, like I say many times before, I was born thanks to the gasoline engine. So, yeah, I was born thanks to the gasoline engine, which most of us are. People won't admit it, but most people are born and live because of the gasoline engine. You know, first people who look up YouTube videos, they can show their camera out the car window or the truck window or the van window or whatever window. Watch them pass by an Amish horse and buggy going down the road. Just think, back in the old days, that's how we used to take babies to the hospital, you know, by horse and buggy. Imagine that, by horse and buggy. And even before that, even before horse and buggy. Yeah, imagine. Then you got horse and buckboard. That's more ancient than horse and buggy. Then you got horse and the people in the chariots. Yeah, you know how us humans survived all these years on Earth after our ancestors from way back. It's a miracle. Yeah, and Find a grave is still inaccurate to this day. They claim my grandfather was born in 1930. I mean, he died in 1937, which is false. He died about 1946. They still haven't changed that and find a grave. Yeah, it's fraudulent garbage. That's what find a grave is. Not find a grave. It's ancestry.com. Yeah, that's right. That bull of crap. People put anything in there. And there's people out there. They think it's all truth. They think it's all truth, and it isn't. It's a bunch of baloney. It's a bunch of baloney, actually. Yeah, I wouldn't subscribe to that. Not me. Not me. Not me. Let's see, guy. Yeah, David doesn't do any good. There's people I've read in the Quora forums, Quora. I've read in the Quora forums. There's plenty of people that have told Ancestry and the people that do these family trees about changing it. They just ignore them and stuff. Yeah, they just ignore them. They don't care. The best thing to do is do YouTube videos on your ancestors, or go on your social media like your X, formerly Twitter, or Facebook, or minds.com, let's see, or any other smaller social media sites, for example, and just tell the truth. Do your best. Yeah. Yeah, allancestry.com. It's nothing but a joke. It's nothing but a joke. You tell some of my relatives, I tell them, and they don't, yeah, that's all you can do. Document the truth. Yeah, that's all a person can do. Yeah. Yep, that's all the person can do. Because I already, yeah, yeah, I sort of am and sort of not. You know, See, the thing is that people too many people they throw away stuff. Sometimes it's actually valuable. Sometimes people do that. Valuable old stuff. Sometimes you go to the thrift shops, you can get old photographs for like $1. People from way back in the old days. It's just weird. It's just totally weird. I did actually buy some. It's in the other room. Yeah, I just bought some old photographs, like $1 a piece, just for the heck of it. Yeah, yeah, I do too. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, yeah, it's yeah. It costs more when they're framed, though. I know in the Salvation Army. Yeah, oh, you could do that too. Yeah, there's well, the Salvation Army did this one big old photograph. They're charged like what's it, $29.95. Then they lowered the price to $17.95. But nobody's going to buy it though. Nobody's going to buy it for that price. Yeah, it's got to be probably Thomas Edison or Sheriff Pat Garrett, the one who shot Billy the Kid. And Billy the Kid only has one photograph out there as we know of, so you'll never find a Billy the Kid anywhere. Or no. Uh, yeah, yeah, it is expensive. That frame stuff. Yeah, people got to watch their prices. Like I keep buying my prices very carefully. And always you got to watch for that stuff. Yeah, yeah, and I bought something else at the thrift shop. I bought a Corner Trouble game for $4. It had all the pieces. I looked inside. and the popper doesn't look too bad. You know, I got that. Yeah, and then I looked at Yahtzee. They had a Yahtzee game. They sold for somewhere $3. I looked inside. All it had was the Yahtzee cup and something else, but it didn't have any dice and didn't have any Yahtzee paper, so I didn't buy that at all. Some of the Yahtzee cup looked like in nice condition, but I'm not going to pay no $3 for a Yahtzee cup. Person could use their own cup or something to throw the dice. Yeah, you could buy a plastic cup and do that. you know, yeah. But somebody will buy it though. There's always people that will buy it. It's just amazing what people will buy. Yeah, always is. yeah, yeah. Sometimes when people mount their stuff, they just put holes in the walls. Yeah, yeah. They put a bunch of holes in. Yeah, sometimes people will cover the holes, but it takes a lot to totally cover holes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh boy, I just oh boy. Yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah, holes like that in people's houses. A lot of times too. There's a lot of old houses for sale back in the 1880s and 90s, and they like modernize those houses. Let's say at a billion to one odds I win a lottery, I think I'd rather build a new house. I'd rather build a brand new house. Forget a house a couple of years old. Because for an old houses, you never know if you have insects. You never know if you have bats. You know, and of course you'll have asbestos. Those old. Yeah, you might have asbestos. Let's see, six votes, three male, three female. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. A lot of strange bugs and animal roommates. Yeah, you get that. My sister. Yeah, little Will. hey, yeah, and you get those. Yeah, like raccoons. They like to sneak around in houses and squirrels. Hey, little Will. Yeah, yeah. You get those kinds of varmints in there. One time when my father worked in Northeast Junior High, they what was it? Yeah, what was it? The alarm got set off one time. They thought some young people broke into the school. They looked all over the place and they saw there was a cat that monkeyed with the alarm system's wires. They found a cat. Yeah, they had all these wires. Yeah, somehow a cat got in there and monkeyed with the wires. That was way back before it was modernized. The alarm systems. Yeah. Oh yeah, cat burglars, and I know real burglars too. Yeah, I used to know real burglars. Yeah. Oh boy, I just oh, whew. I just yeah, yeah, gang's all here. There you go. Oh, for some murder after 40 years. Oh wow, good. Oh, I'm innocent. Now people have asked me about stuff like that. I said, no, I'm innocent, officer. I'm innocent. I didn't do it there, uh, investigator. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, Tupac Shakur. Yeah, yeah, I heard about that guy in the '90s. Yeah, yeah, somewhere at the time in the '90s. Yeah, he got murdered. Yeah, it was just weird. Yeah, they used to testify the court thing live, and he walk out the courtroom like this, and if I walk out of a courtroom like that, they throw me to the ground and throw me in jail. If I did that in a courtroom without cameras, it would to me. Oh shit! I think I'm gonna still be sober myself. You know, I think I'll still be sober. Yeah. I don't want to fly around because if I fly around, I tend to forget things. Yeah. Well, for now, I just try to be sort of sober. Yeah. Because sometimes I just forget stuff. I forget to keep track of things. As you get older, you forget. You just forget things every day. Yeah. The sober horse. Yeah, there you go. I should. That's how I used to. That's Randy the sober horse. I don't think that'd be very. I don't think it's a catchy name, Pisonanus. I don't think Randy the sober horse would be catchy. No. I won't subscribe to any channel that says Randy the sober horse or Randy the drunk horse or Randy the high horse. I wouldn't. Uh, I wouldn't do that. Uh, oh, my back. Oh boy. Well, no, it's all the same ones I've got before. I haven't bought any lately because they haven't had anything of interest. The only things I've seen is Madonna music, Barbara Streisand, Styx greatest hits. It doesn't interest me. I walk around every day. That's what I do. I walk for miles. I'm not in too bad a shape. I walk around. You know, I just walk around. Yeah, I've lost a lot of weight and stuff over the years. And I still do eat too much from time to time. Yeah, I'll drink my soda pop and eat my peanuts. Yeah, that's in the shell. That's cheaper than you buy those things in the jar of Planters or whatever, or Fisher or whatever other brands you like to eat. Yeah, yeah. Oh, buddy. Ooh. Ha, ha. Yeah. Let's see. I'll see what's going on in the YouTube world. Anything? Take a look. Nope. Nothing going on. Let's see. Classic car uploaded 1984 Fords. Yeah, most of the 84 Fords don't interest me, except for uh, maybe the Mustang or something. Yeah, remember the 80s vehicles? They used to be a lot slower than they are now. Yeah, even my own vehicle. I mean, just think my own vehicle. It'd be if my vehicle, my Grand Marquis was back in the late '70s. That was one of the fastest cars out there. Only behind was it the Trans Am and some of the foreign jobbers, of course. The foreign jobbers are faster. Yeah, they were faster. Like the Datsun 280ZX um, and your Lamborghinis, of course, and Maseratis. They were faster. Yeah. But now, those vehicles really fly. Yeah. Now everybody's doing electric vehicles. Yeah, I remember Suzanne Summers. Yeah, oh, Suzanne Summers. Yeah, yeah, I remember she wanted to raise from Three's Company, and they canned her, and well, then she had a show called She's the Sheriff, and that show was unwatchable. But Suzanne Summers had the last laugh because she has more money than all the cast members on Three's Company put together because of the Thigh Master and all the cosmetics. she promoted on shopping channels. People just bought her stuff like crazy. Yeah, yeah, she had the last laugh. Yeah, oh yeah, she's in her 70s, do a lot of plastic surgery to keep herself looking young, which people shouldn't even do. Just give up on that stuff. I mean, oh yeah, oh the Plymouth Prowler. Yeah, I looked that up. That car was it? It had like 250 horsepower. You know, it's automatic. Yeah, yeah, Plymouth Prowler. Yeah, it looked like a real cool car. Yeah, it had 250 horsepower, as I read. Yeah, but it didn't catch on. The public didn't really want to buy it for some odd reason. You know, yeah, the public were like crazy about Corvettes and Mustangs, stuff like that. They had more horsepower, you know, and the Prowler with 250 horsepower. I mean, to us, that's a lot of horsepower, but to sports car enthusiasts that like the Corvettes and Mustangs, it isn't, you know. Eh, yeah, I drove my ex girlfriend's dad's 1984 Ford Mustang GT convertible. I think they had like 280 horsepower. That car could fly. Yeah, that car could fly. Faster than my car. Yeah, faster than mine. Yeah, but my own car, that's fast enough. I don't need to go any faster. 1994. 1994. They were faster in the 84. Look better, too. The 90s started to look better. You know, the 1994s started to look better. Yeah, some of the, I think the vehicles from the, I don't know, the late 70s and early 80s, most of them I thought turned really ugly. Look at those 80s K cars, you know, they were really ugly. I mean, God, they were embarrassing. And then you had the Chevy Citation. Well, they look better, but that doesn't impress me. And then he had like, was it the Chrysler New Yorkers and Imperials? They turned ugly in the 80s. I remember that. Those old New Yorkers in the late 70s, they didn't look too bad, but they were huge. And when the gas prices, you know, got really high, the Chrysler Corporation went belly up until they got bailed out. Then, unfortunately, the American Motors got bought out by Chrysler, so we lost the American Motors. Yeah, was the 94 GT with the 5-liter V8? Yep, 302 high performance V8. Yeah, I drove it once. Yeah, I drove it once. I wasn't supposed to, but my ex girlfriend drove it a lot, you know, and her mother always drove it. Yeah, 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 her father just, yeah, her father used to get a bunch of vehicles. He'd get a Jeep. I don't know much about vehicles. I just remember 'em. I don't know much about engines. I just take it to the shop when something goes wrong, especially today's vehicles. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's a Grand Marquis. What I like better than the Park Avenue. The Grand Marquis, if you change the battery, it's so easy. Even a 5-year-old child could do it. Just has two clamps. You loosen the screw and you just take it out. Park Avenue, you had about 50 screws to take it out. Yeah, Park Avenue, you had 50 screws. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, there's no comparison. I like the Grand Marquis much better. Yeah, more my kind of vehicle. I mean, besides the engine, it's more powerful, obviously. A lot of other things, you know, a lot of other things, of course. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, for the snow sets in. Yeah, I got to do some out of town driving. I'll have to figure out what events are going on. I'm getting too lazy in my old age to look things up. Of course, the parades have been done for the summer, so and yeah, and those gas prices, it did go down to 3.79 a gallon. Last I checked, where I lived, it was like 3.79 a gallon, which still is high, for filling up a gas tank. Which when I filled it up last time, it was the first snowfall. Yeah, sometimes Minnesota gets funny. Sometimes it'll snow in October. Sometimes sometimes November and Thanksgiving, you'll have no snow at all. All of a sudden, you dump a foot in Thanksgiving sometimes. Usually it's around the end of November, beginning of December, it starts snowing. Then it really kicks in December and January. In January, the temperature dips way down, to below zero. Plus, you got to scrape your windows if you have your vehicle outside like I do. And yeah, hopefully my defroster will work. I don't know yet. Well, the heater does, yeah. Well, it should with 53,000 actual miles on the vehicle. So, yeah, yeah, that's very low miles, 53,000 in 20 years. It's a four-owner vehicle, and the first owner, I think, was from North Dakota. So, in North Dakota, they seemed like that person didn't drive much in the winter. It was all summer driving. So, and in North Dakota, you go through a lot of towns. You go through towns that are like 20, 30 miles away, 50 miles, kind of like Dave's state of Texas. In certain parts, you drive. Now, of course, in Texas, you drive hundreds of miles before you go to the next town. Hopefully, hopefully they'll have the credit card thing where you can fill the gas, but that's no guarantee in the small towns. That includes North and South Dakota too. Yeah, that includes that. Yeah, yeah. When you go to a big town, make sure you fill your gas tank before you drive around. Make sure you know where your gas stations are and which towns. Of course, you got your Google Maps. You can look now, so that's what's nice about the modern world. You got the Google Maps. You look at certain towns and stuff like that. Yeah, but being there is better than looking at Google Maps, though. Actually, being there is better. Yep, being in a town is much better than the Google Maps. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, yeah. I just got to think of things to do. I think for the winter time, I don't think I'm going to go near places where you walk on the ice unless if it's like a clear road or anything like that, since I got rear wheel drive. I do have traction control, but still with rear wheel drive, it's harder to drive on snow than front wheel drive. It's going to be harder. Yeah, unless I put sandbags in the trunk or something, a couple 100 pounds. That helps, they say. Yeah, that'll help. Yeah, I just think way back when I was a younger man, just think when I was like a little kid, 5, 6 years old, the only front wheel drive cars out there at the time was it the Cadillac Eldorado and the Oldsmobile Tornado. They were the only two vehicles with front wheel drive back in the '60s. We don't see those two anymore, unless you go south. You might see those, but you won't see it in the north. Yep, a lot of vehicles in the '90s, in the 2000s, that front wheel drives, they've disappeared pretty much. Park Avenues have disappeared. The Centuries have disappeared. The old 88s have disappeared. Yeah, they do plow the roads, but they put a lot of salt on it too. They cake on the salt. And if a person doesn't wash out the salt right away, the undercarriage of the vehicle will like rust, you know. A person can't really help it, you know, unless if a person garages the car most of the time. And, just like it did when I lived in Wadena, lived in my parents' old house, I had that garage. And I had the garage, it helped the Park Avenue keep it from rusting. But once well, yeah, well, for plowing, yeah, they plow the main roads first, then they'll plow the neighborhood streets next. Um, then they'll plow the alleys, and sometimes they'll have those access roads where they don't plow at all, and you drive at your own risk. We have some of those too. You have some of those side roads. Yeah, they only. Yeah, the plowers are, usually pretty busy. Yeah, they're usually pretty busy, and where I live in the southern part of the state, it doesn't snow as much as when I was up in central Minnesota, and the northern part of Minnesota. The snow really piles on, really does. But down here, it doesn't snow as much. It has snow sometimes. You get deep snow. It's like 4 to 6 inches usually, but then it goes down a little bit. You usually see grass way before you do in central Minnesota. Yeah, I had an ex subscriber one time. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes, once in a while, you dig your car out. Yeah, dig your car out to you know the driveway. Sometimes you do that. You dig out with a snow shovel. Sometimes I have to do that, but not as much here though, because I don't have as much to shovel. When I was in Wadena, the snow would probably go up to my neck at times. Yeah, the snow is like very deep in Wadena. Yeah, and I had mostly crappy neighbors up in Wadena, especially that guy and his white dog. He kept cutting in front of my yard, and his dog pooped in it. Pastor Robert Bateson, that piece of shit. Look, he's lucky he didn't kick his ass. He's lucky. Yeah. Now that I'm out of there, I'm never going back in that town anymore. I have one relative begging me to go to the town to look at the graves, but yeah, that's true. Yeah, I have a relative that's begging me to go to town and go to the graves, but I'm not going to. I have no reason to. I've been in the graveyard a lot of times, and I'm not going to go there anymore. Because as soon as the next generation kids kicks in, they're not going to go to the graves at all. There'll be tall graves. The weeds aren't going to bury the flat stones like you see in Find a Grave. But sometimes you go to the Find a Grave things where people take pictures. Sometimes those graves are buried in dirt and grass and sand and all that stuff. Yeah, and sometimes the graves are half cracked. It's so weird, especially Klondike Kate. That was a famous burlesque dancer. Was her third husband that died? Yeah, his tombstone was. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, and I can look and find a grave too if I wanted to, because volunteers will take pictures of graves and stuff. Yeah, they'll take pictures of graves. And some of those volunteers got mad at me because I put my own family pictures ahead of. Yeah, I did too. Kind of. I used to do that in YouTube, but I I got you know. Yeah, thanks. I used to do that stuff too, but yeah, I just lost interest myself. I lost interest. Yeah, I lost interest because it's just as I don't know. I think I'd just rather go see the towns and see old buildings myself. Go to museums. Like I said, I know I've said in previous shows, but I'd rather go to some of those small towns in the museums and look at stuff than go to Disneyland, for example. I would, you know. My family members, oh, they all know it. Oh, my family members know Find a Grave. They all know. Yeah, it's easy to find. All person's got to type is Find a Grave and search on Google, and there you go. Easy to find. That's part of Ancestry.com. And then a lot of these people who do the family trees, they'll use that Ancestry. Excuse me. They'll use that Find a Grave page. But a lot of that Find a Grave page stuff is baloney. It's baloney. A lot of it, not all. You know, there's some people who say they're third cousins of Elvis Presley. Yeah, get out of here. Anything for attention. And most people out there, they're not going to take it seriously. That you know how people are. Whatever makes them happy. Whatever makes people happy. I guess. Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, oh, yeah. My family knows about the Find a Grave page. They know. They know. Yeah. But one family member wants to go there, wants me to go with. No, no, I have no interest in going to Wadena, Minnesota at all. I have no reason to go there. I have no reason to go up to central Minnesota. I've done all those videos on YouTube of practically every town up there. You know, yeah. I've been to Alexandria, Minnesota about 1,000 times. I've been to Fergus Falls about 100 times. I've been to Brainerd about 50 times. There you go. No reason for me to go there again. Those that want to go there and do their own YouTube videos, go ahead. Go, go ahead. You know, because I just have, you know, see, that's one of the relatives don't understand. I just have no reason to go up there. When I left, I had one friend left in Wadena. Michael the Marn Dog was the only friend I had up there, and I'm sure Michael the Marn Dog has forgotten about me by now. So yeah, he's forgotten about me. Went in his house. That was the first time I ever went in those three house things side by side, and yeah, they were small. I mean, they were very small. Yep, it was like one room and a bathroom, and that was about it. Yep, one room and a bathroom. Yep, it was weird. Yep, it's like a 3 room house. It's what it was. Like a 3 room house. If I had my way, I'd get the corner house. Yeah, because you could still hear through the walls, though. Yeah, yeah. As far as that town of Wadena, I just don't miss that town. Not at all. Especially the main event going to Wadena is going to Walmart. You know, big deal. Yep, yep. And the Walmart's still there in Wadena, but if they were going to close the stores up there between all those towns, Wadena would be the first to close. I'll bet money on that. I know they won't close Detroit Lakes. They won't close in Brainerd. And I know they won't close in Alexandria because those towns got money. They won't close in Park Rapids, you know, and they won't close in Bemidji. That's one thing I've been to Bemidji, I think once, yeah, one time. And that was it. Or maybe twice. Yeah, I think I've been to Duluth twice, but I have no interest in going to Duluth, you know. So Duluth is a nice area for those that want to go there, but you know, I want to target the towns where I live, by where I live. There's more money in those towns and more interest to me. More money. There's more money south of Minneapolis than north of Minneapolis in most areas. Yeah, it's like it's like in every state. And it doesn't look like there's anybody in the room. So I'm gonna keep talking for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking for a while. What the heck? Yeah, 97 too much. Oh, you're here? Oh, it says zero up there. Weird. Yeah, it's weird. It says zero up there. Yeah. I'll show you. See that? Ah, there we go. See that? It says zero. Yeah, that's the thumbs up. One is the thumbs up. Yeah, that's thumbs up. The one is thumbs up, and that's okay. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, that's the thumbs up, Dave. Yeah. Now it's showing up one. Yeah, now it's showing up one. Yeah, it was showing zero. I just showed Place Honest. It was zero. It was just weird. That's the thing about YouTube. I don't know, with all that money they have, you think they'd fix that. Yours says two. Yeah, mine says one. I know, isn't that weird? Yeah, I think it'll show up two on mine, maybe. You think with all that money Google has, yours says 22. Yeah, I don't have that many people. I don't have that many people. Oh, speaking of that, I wonder if anybody else is on. I'll go check. Um, nope, nothing going on. Nothing going on. Yeah, yours says 22. Yeah, yeah, it'd be nice to have 22 people. I've had up to 110 before. That was at first when my friend introduced himself to me and brought his friends. That's when I was alone most of the time. And yeah, okay, say clear my spot. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, it's Google. They're all the money they spend on YouTube and or they can't figure out how to do the numbers thing. It kind of reminds me of my my hat shirt. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's kind of a junky shirt. It kind of reminds me of my '89 Mercury Cougar I once had, luxury sport. I think somebody else didn't take care of it, of course. And I used to drive my car, that electronic speedometer. Sometimes you drive around, the speedometer would disappear. I remember that. My speedometer would actually disappear. Yeah, whoever owned that car before me must have been hard in the engine because I looked at the reviews on the '89 Cougar LS. That was a good engine, actually. I looked it up. Ah, my neighbor Rick Skogel that was alive. He told me. He says, "No, that Cougar's a good engine." He said, "You must have bought it from someone who beat it." He said. He says, "Yeah, you got ripped off on that car, buddy." He told me. Yeah, yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Get those used vehicles. Person's got to be careful who they trust. You know, and if they don't know mechanics, say if you like your relative, I always go and help the relative. Just in case, because I know you guys can. No, I couldn't do that with the Cougar. No, I didn't dare with the electronic stuff. But with my '74 Catalina for the AM radio, I used to bash it so it worked because the 74 Catalina, all they had was an AM radio. I had no FM. That car only had an AM radio. It wasn't that good neither. Yeah, yeah. I didn't care. The Catalina, you could fit 6 fat people in that car. That was huge. It was larger than the 1970 Catalina my father had. Of course, the 70 Catalina to me looked better. Fast. It was faster too, actually. Even his 350 two-barrel engine was faster than my 400 two-barrel because back in 70, they had the maximum horsepower and compression. In 74, they reduced both of it, so the vehicles were a lot slower, as, as I used to look in Chilton's auto books. Yeah. Yeah, nowadays we can look up that stuff on the computer. That's what I like. You look up stuff like that on the internet. Yeah, you can look up anything. You can look up anything now. Old old chill. Oh yeah. Oh, oh, I'm kind of tired. Wow. I'll stay on for a while. Yeah, I'll stay on for a while. Yeah, yeah. I just oh yeah, I just can't. Just gotta make some plans for this month. What am I gonna do? Hmm. It's gonna be a tough decision. Suppose I could do a town or two, maybe. That'd be an idea. See, which one should I do? I don't know if I should do Faribault, Owatonna, a small town, or something. I don't know. Hard to. Oh yeah, they're gonna fix that road between Mankato and New Ulm in the middle of October, so I can. If I want to go to New Ulm, I can zip there in 20 minutes flat. Yeah, it'll just be a straight through 4-lane Highway 14 road. They'll get people there in a hurry. You can skip through towns, get this, from New Ulm, Minnesota, straight to Rochester without no stops. That's amazing. From New Ulm to Rochester, that's like, let's see, I'm going to ask Google. Let's see. Oh, it's about 120 miles. About 120 miles. Yeah. Speed limit, yeah, it'll be about 65 miles. I think it's going to stick at 65 miles an hour. Yeah, they'll have it at 65 because that's a state road. The federal roads are 70 miles an hour. The state of Minnesota roads are like 65 usually. That's all right. 65 is a pretty good speed. You know, yeah, there's some roads in Minnesota that are like 60. Some are 55. But when you go on the 55 roads or the 60, you're like this, and say you're driving like this. You always have some idiot like this following your vehicle, apparently kissing your bumper. Yeah. Oh, you got the 80. Yeah, they have 185 in South Dakota, and I think one in Montana. I think it's let's see. Oh, I'll ask Google again. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. 80. Let's see. 80 miles an hour. Okay. No, because it's about 80 in Montana, I guess. Maybe it's higher. I don't know. Oh yeah, the Autobahn. Oh, yeah. Boy, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, in the old Germany, they have the Autobahn. Yeah, yeah, they had an old song called Autobahn in the early '70s by this German band. Bon in the Autobahn, bon in the Autobahn. And he's like these robot types. Remember that song? It's pretty good actually. They're like a one-hit wonder in the United States. Bon in the Autobahn. Yeah, I like those Autobahn, but yeah, I'll never get to Germany in my lifetime. So, and of course, in Germany, uh, that group that sang Autobahn. Yeah, they had Europe, but not the United States. They were one hit wonder in the United States. They had a lot of hits in Europe, yeah, but it's all right. Hey, had a lot of hits in Europe isn't bad. Makes you a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, I used to on my hit list said Aqua's. He's a big fan of that. Let's see. Let's see. Kraftwerk. Kraftwerk. Kraftwerk, saying Autobahn. Yeah, Kraftwerk. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they were the top 21 hit in the United States, but yeah, they had a lot of hits, but they never like a couple of them probably reached the top 100. But in Europe, yeah, they were very very big in Europe, which hey man, makes a lot of money in Europe. My niece was famous in Europe, Shayna Allen. She was famous in Europe, you know, as a dancer. Yeah, but United States, well, dancers are famous, but they usually like singers like Nicki Minaj, whatever her name is, that one that someone in the crowd squirted something at her, and she got 803 now. Holy bucket of fish! Yeah, all right, cool. That's all right. I don't care if it drops to 100, to be honest with you, because I do it as a hobby. You know, I do it as a hobby, and when I yeah yeah when I did it as a hobby, like I said, my goal from way back was 100 subscribers, and my goal is still 100 videos per show. 100 per show. I'm happy. I'm happy with the Grand Marquis views of 145 and the Park Avenues of like 289. I'm happy with it. I would have been happy if I'd have reached 101, but hey, we got over 100 on both of them. I think the Park Avenue going to the junkyard probably interests people more than talking about the Grand Marquis. You know, I think it interests people more when it was going to the junkyard, which is fine. Yep, my old Park Avenue is now crushed into a ball. Yeah, somebody in the comments claimed that they bought my car and fixed it up. No, they didn't, because Spaith Ford in New Ulm, I traded it in. That's what they told me. We'll crush this car. It's a sales guy told me. He looked at me. He says, "Oh yeah." He says, "I'll crush this car. We will sell this thing. It's a death trap." He told me. He said, "That's a death trap." He says, "Yeah, you dangerous car you're driving there, bud." He says, "I'm gonna get rid of this thing. We'll crush it. Give you $100." All right. Yeah, it's my sister bought me the Grand Marquis, you know. I was gonna take you to the scrapyard. And, well, your favorite is my food reviews? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, you like my characters too, eh? My four characters. Two of them are twins of the same mother, you know. Mrs. Victory and Mrs. Van Helden created a couple of you getting a misfits, yeah. Oh yeah, the one that I kind of enjoy is seeing Tom McKeldin when he was doing Monaga that time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When Tom was doing the thing of Monaga, when he called it Minega, you know, yeah, yeah, that was fun actually. Yeah, 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 that was a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, back when I was a younger man, I could create a lot more characters, but like I said, I lost a lot of my voice. So, you know, when you get to be an older person, you lose your voice. You know, that's why a lot of your singers, those old timers that sing, say, if you're watching some old singers, say at a county fair that were famous from years ago, a lot of times you're not going to sound like they did from way back. But hey, I'd rather watch them sing off key than have an auto tune or one of those things where it helps them sing. See, auto tune and pre-recorded stuff where you pretend like they're singing. Yeah, lip syncing. Yeah, it's called lip syncing. Yeah, I would I wouldn't go to a lip sync concert if somebody paid me. And it's just like Nicki Manja. People are paying hundreds of dollars to see her go. Then when someone squirted something at her, she threw the microphone and the song kept going. I'm surprised there wasn't a riot at that concert. You know, yeah, Nicki Manja or Manja or whatever her name was. Yeah, she got mad. She threw the microphone at the crowd, some crowd that was squirting stuff at her. She encouraged the audience to do stuff with each other or something like that. And that's kind of stupid because all you're going to do is create fights. So I got squirted with something. Say if something wrecked my clothes, I'll probably get mad and hit him. Who knows? I mean, you know, and yeah, because concerts it doesn't take much to make people mad. Nikki's Vangria, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, she's been around the block. You can tell. You can tell she's been around the block. Her and her friend Ice Spice. Ugh, Ice Spice, ugh, man. It's like touching some 80-year-old that's been out in the red light district. You know, I won't even touch that. Yikes. Yeah, yeah. I bet those a lot of those celebrities nowadays they go to those wild parties, you know, where they do those group things to each other. You know, I wouldn't doubt it because there's more of that group stuff than there used to be. Yeah, there's just always been that group stuff, but group whatever they do. Yeah, the groups whatever they do. Yeah, that's what I say. I still would say no. Yeah, yeah, I still would say no to Nikki Min. And anyways, I'll never meet her. I'll never meet her anywhere. She always is with her bodyguards. Yeah, I couldn't get within probably about 20 feet from her. So that's all right. She's always in the big cities anyway. You know, to her, towns like Mankato, Owatonna, and Faribault, by the towns I live, they're hick towns to her. She'll never go there. No, I'll never meet her. I'll never meet her. They all go to the bigger cities like Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Chicago, Miami, Los Angeles, Oakland, Las Vegas, Phoenix, um, you know, maybe some of the places down south. You never know. I'm sure some towns down south. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I probably would have, but I think the mansion's probably closed by. I haven't checked recently, but I'm sure they probably closed the mansion by now because Hugh's daughter will probably sell the money and keep the money and kick the feet up and go boating every day or something. Yeah, that's what usually happens to the main celebrities. They do all that stuff. They keep going and going and going. And once they die with the heirs and stuff, they sell the stuff and they take what they can. Some heirs will invest their money. Some will spend all their money and be broke. Go live in a shack. That's what happens to some of them. Yeah, yeah, that's what happens. I think was it Michael Landon some years back. He was worth like $47 million. When he died, he was worth 80, but he had to split it with his ex-wife. What was it? Out of his $47 million, 20 million went to his widow, 20 million went to the American Cancer Society. Between his kids, I think he got like 3 million, $2 to $3 million a piece or something like that. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Michael Landon, he gave $20 million to the American Cancer Society. Boy, that's a big chunk of change. Yeah. Celebrities I'd go on a date with. That's a good question. I don't know. Because for me, it'll never happen. It'll never happen with me. Nope. I've met a couple of celebrities in my lifetime. They're all males, of course. I never met a female celebrity as I know of. Outside my family, of course. That's what I'm talking about. Um, I once knew Steve Myra, and nice next door neighbor in Perham. He was the kicker of the Baltimore Colts. I knew him. I once shook hands with a local celebrity in Minneapolis in the '70s named John Gallus, who played Clancy the Cop. And I met Steve Nelson, his linebacker of the Patriots in the '70s. He talked in Park Brook School one day, but I didn't talk to him much. And let's see, I saw some guy in Mankato when I was working at the temp service at Sherry's Candy. He was in some minor league hockey team. He thought his whatever he thought his shit didn't stink. He was even wearing his jacket. Everybody ignored him because they hated him. I did. I thought he was an arrogant bastard, so I didn't talk to him. You know, I don't care if he scored 40 goals a season, got injured. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if he's the best goalie. You know, I don't care if he was a pro. If he's a dipshit, I won't talk to him or she. You know. Let's see. What other celebrities have I met? Let's see. Uh, well, I once had a friend named Paul Murray from Osseo High School. He was a situational linebacker at North Dakota State University. He uh, he was like a super sub. You know, he played 3 4 years. He wasn't a starter, and then I thought he was going to play football in the '87 NFL strike, but he never played. So yeah, I remember that. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I remember they had the NFL strike when they had those replacement players. Nobody came to the games. Yeah, you could tell the difference. Yeah, the straight the union busting players, they were a lot less talented. Well, they tried hard anyway. Yeah, they were going to do that to baseball a couple of times, but they never did. I think one year, yeah, they played in training camp. They had a bunch of Major League Baseball players. Then after that, they came back. Yeah. As far as going on a date with the celebrities, you know, yeah, it'll never happen. Even getting dates with non-famous people are tough enough. Sometimes you can go to dates with some people, but when you get to know them and they have baggage on them, like you wouldn't believe, they have enough baggage to fill a construction garbage bag. You don't want to date those kind of people. It's best to pass on them. I know some people they'll date those kind just for the sake of it, but I won't. Eh, I won't at all. No, eh, no, I won't. Eh, I won't do that. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. Eh, yeah. Oh, oh boy. Oh, yeah. If I can, yep. Pretty soon it'll be October. Yeah, pretty soon it'll be October. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Yep, Halloween's next month from now. Yeah, yep. Well, next month will be Halloween. Eh, yep, kids will go trick or kids go don't go trick or treating as much as they used to. Not where the places I used to live. Yeah, they really don't go trick or treating as much. Yeah, they usually have Halloween costumes. Oh, I had this devil mask. You could totally cover your face. You know, this cool devil mask. I think my dad got it in a clearance rack for me. It was really cool. You could hardly breathe though, but that's long gone now. Eh, long gone. Yeah, long gone. No, I don't. No, I don't have that. Those pictures of that. No. Yeah, I got it. Last time I dressed up for Halloween, I think when they dressed as Mitch Victory for Halloween, I dressed as him because my sister didn't allow me to dress up as Tom Ben McElden. She said that the guy acts like a creep, you know. No, no, I don't throw parties. No, no, I don't throw parties. I don't throw parties because you always get people that'll steal from you and stuff. I mean, when you're from the poor parts of town like I am and all the poor people, you're always going to meet some poor person that'll steal. Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, yeah, the thing is, when you live in the poor sections, there's always a poor person that's going to steal from you every time. Because poor people, a lot of times they were never taught that stealing is wrong or anything. You know. Ugh. Just drinking ice water. That's all. Took it out of the freezer. Just okay. Well, be careful if you steal, because I used to know people they catch you stealing. Oh boy. Yeah. I used to know those kind of people too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, you stole candy from your siblings. No, I guess that's not so bad. But you want to steal from strangers. Yeah. You want to steal from strangers. Let's see. We got another vote. 7 votes. 4 females and 3 males. Okay. No, I don't want to do that neither. Get fired. Get fired and can get beat up by certain people. Because that wimp that you may think is a wimp, I'd have somebody tough. There's always angry people out there, more than well, whoever. Yeah, it's a taco party. Yeah, it's a excluding Paisanas. So I'm going to subtract that vote. So it'll be 4 males and 3 females. So the females are 43%, the males are 57. You know, yeah, there you go, Fishman. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, yeah, I used to know people. Yeah, they'll do all kinds of stuff if somebody steals from them. Yeah, that's why thieves from the poor side of town are careful who they know, and they always get to know people before they steal. They always pick the weakest people every time. Always do. They always pick the weakest. That's why they say when they try to rob and steal from places, they'll never steal from like a mixed martial arts place. They never will touch it. Because not only do they know how to fight, they have guns there too. Yeah. Oh yes, they got their guns too. And every state is different with their laws too. Yeah, yeah. In some states, oh boy, yeah, like Montana and Wyoming and North and South Dakota and Nebraska and Colorado, I'm sure too. A lot of states like that. Down south, of course. Yeah, yeah. Some states are gonna. How many states have I been to? I think I've done it in other shows. I've counted. Let's see. I'm gonna think this over. Okay, been to Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska, North and South Dakota, Montana, Colorado, New Mexico. Barely got to Texas. Um, let's see, Louisiana, uh, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Kentucky. Yeah, yep, that's the states. And Missouri. Yeah, I forgot Missouri. That's the states I've been in. Yeah, yeah. And it's funny. I've been by the Gulf of Mexico, and yeah, and I've never been by the Pacific or Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, in person anyway. That's why I like to win some big money so I can travel. It'd be a lot of fun. Thing is about traveling is the gas prices. It's just weird. My favorite states to visit. Oh, okay. I like Colorado because of the mountains. They're so beautiful. Yeah. I like New Mexico too. The mountains are beautiful. Yeah. I like New Mexico. I've been in New Mexico. Yeah. Arizona. Yeah, I've been there. I like New Mexico. I like that state. Uh, I like Kentucky and Tennessee. Very woodsy out there. Louisiana is kind of interesting, even though people throw their garbage everywhere in that state. Oh yes, it does. The mountains, yeah, especially the Rockies. Yeah, And in the Rockies in the 90s, I saw all these for sale signs up in the mountains too in some areas. There was this weird real estate companies were selling all these mountaintops for sale. This realty, that realty. That was in the 90s. Yeah, everybody wants to live on barren land, just weird. Yeah, sometimes they'll abandon it too. Well, like my father years ago, get this, he once bought some land up by this town of St. Cloud, Minnesota. I don't know if you ever heard of the town of St. Cloud, Minnesota. We have in Minnesota. That's one of the few towns north of Minneapolis. It's a money town. Anyway, he bought this land. It was like 6 blocks from a lake. It was kind of sloped. He couldn't. He bought it dirt cheap. He couldn't give it away. Nowadays, that land's worth big money. If you're 6 blocks from a lake nowadays in Minnesota, that's big money. Big money now. There's a lot of big city people are trying to. A lot of the big city people with money, they're trying to get out of the Minneapolis and suburban areas. A lot of them want to move to the small towns or by the lakes. A lot of people. A lot of people do. Yeah, a lot of people like. Yeah, the northern parts of the state has most of the lakes up there, and the southern part of the state doesn't have as many. It's mostly farmland that's worth a lot more money, you know, and down there, see, the towns down there, people have a lot more money. South Minneapolis, yeah, they have a lot more money than like North Minneapolis, except for like St. Cloud, Duluth. They're the money towns, of course. Moorhead kind of is, but everybody likes to go to Fargo all the time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just, yeah. I just wish one day I'd get some big money. I could do all this traveling and get modern equipment. And yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. Properties are just worth so much money nowadays. Even in states like Montana, for example, property in Montana is insane. My grandfather Thomas, late grandfather Thomas, he owned some land by Hinsdale, Montana, one time. He just walk in, pay like $500 for a bunch of acres, squat. He squatted there for a while, then he left. He sold it, I think, for the same money. Nowadays, land bought by Hinsdale, Montana, that's a fortune. It's a fortune now in Montana. a a lot of your celebrities that want to get away from the hustle and bustle of the bigger cities. They get land out in Montana. They get all these acres. They'll get like a spread of like 5,000 acres or something like that. And yeah, I once drove through Montana, and yeah, well, I don't know. Let's see, time machine. Yeah, but then we won't have internet though and talk to each other. If you go back before 1995, yeah, 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 a lot of immigrants are like coming in the United States. Yeah, yeah, it's a trouble. Where are you gonna see? Yes, I've read too. I mean, I've seen on videos that the poor people see they're putting the immigrants in the poor sides of town, and the people from the poor side of town are angry. They're very angry. They say, "Hey, man, what's the immigrants doing in our side of town for? We didn't ask them to come in." You know. And trouble is, if they put the immigrants in the poor side of town, the people in the poor side of town, they're going to do what they want to do with them. And then the people of the poor side of town, they're all going to get together and do what they're going to do. It's like the Vietnamese people that came in the 70s, you know. They put a lot of those people in the poor side of town, you know. And I remember some refugee family named Mr. Dang Tran. They really helped him not to go on the poor side of town because him and his large family, see, yeah, they they came to the United States. Mr. Dang Tran, he was one of those priority people because the what I've been told, Viet Cong marked him for death because he did a lot of stuff to destroy the Viet Cong, and the Viet Cong didn't like it. So he was marked for death. So they made special privileges with him, and he lived in this double bungalow with a large family full of kids. One lady named Hawa, he used to hold her son all the time, and yeah, named Hugh, and I guess that was the mother's kid. It looked like it's just weird. This large family. There's like one, two, three, four, yeah, six kids, wife and a husband. It was like I think it was like a three-bedroom double bungalow. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I like some of those agents. Hardcore. Yeah, yeah. Mr. Dane Tran was hardcore. He was this real skinny guy. Yeah, one time Ian came home stoned on pot, and Mr. Dang Tran got so mad. What did he use? I think he uses something, he used some kind of weapon or something. He just whipped his back just like crazy, I've heard. Whipped him so bad, he had never smoked pot again. Uh-uh. What I heard is, he said, my dad, he beat me. My dad gets mad and he beat me. No more pot. No, he said. That's what I heard people tell me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they came from the town called Saigon, as I understand it, which is now Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Dang Tran. He was for the Vietnamese Air Force. I wasn't sure what rank he was, because Mr. Dang Tran spoke very broken English. The only person that could speak real good English in that family was Hien. Yeah, he spoke really good English. The rest of the family hardly spoke English at all. Han spoke about a couple words here and there. The little girls even spoke better than her. Hawa had about four sentences. Very cold, very cold, not good. That's all she said. Yeah, I'm not sorry. That's all the only words she knew. About 8, 9 words in English, and that was it. Qua was like 18, and the mother she knew no English, zero. Yeah, she knew no English at all. It was just weird. Yeah, and later on, the Dang Trends moved from Brooklyn Park to Houston, and the church and the parishioners helped pay for their trip, pay for the moving truck, and I think they must have had a driver help them or something because Mr. Dang Tran was the only guy that could drive, and the women they couldn't drive, as I know of. So Do Mao, yeah, Do Mao or something like that. Yeah, yeah. I didn't catch the Vietnamese language part when I was a kid. You know, yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah, you have to build safes and hide them real good from the criminals. Yeah, because criminals, they'll steal anything. Yeah, he was. Yeah, and always hide the safe, hide it really well. Oh yeah, just like in the early '70s, I read about a guy in Hee Haw. I think he was like a famous fiddle or banjo player named String Bean. Yeah, him and his wife, they lived in this house in Tennessee out by Grandpa Jones or something like that. Yeah, he had this. Was it under the fireplace? He kept like $20,000 because he didn't trust banks. Yeah, and a couple of cousins, they heard about String Bean's money. They came in. Um, they killed his String Bean and his wife. They looked for the money. They couldn't find it. Later on, all the money was like molded. It was eaten by rodents and all that stuff. That over $20,000. Yep, money was no good anymore. It was just weird. Those stupid cousins, they couldn't find the money. And $20,000 in the early 1970s, that was a lot of money. That was a lot of money back then. I mean, I think $20,000 to me now is a lot of money, but yeah, it's just so weird. So weird. Let's see now. Well, let's see. No, I didn't know that. Weird. Yeah, the banks are very powerful. Yeah, they're more powerful than ever, those big banks. Yeah, they're very powerful. More power than ever. I mean, we don't hardly get any money if we invest in money. Then if you invest in certain things, they don't guarantee the FDIC insurance on some of the investments in their stuff, the higher interest anyway. And but if you want to borrow money from a bank, you got to pay big interest. Probably worse than, probably as bad or worse than a credit card interest. It's credit card interest, they'll kill you. Yeah, credit card interest, they'll kill you. Oh yeah, and I'm always getting offers from credit card companies all the time, and I got like what one credit card, and I'm not going to get any more than one. Forget it. Why memorize all those cards? To not, I wouldn't want to do that. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, no. Yeah, I agree with you on those banks. Yeah, yeah, they do what they want. Banks do what they want. They got the power. I knew a lady years ago named Lisa Helps. One time I was walking around Wadena. She was by a bank teller. She was going around talking about that. Lisa, what are you doing? Because Lisa, never had any money, always broke. Yeah, she had two pennies rubbed together. Yeah. Then I found out. Then when I met her later on, like in Brainerd, and she told me, yeah, she served a couple of years in Shakopee. At least a couple of years in Shakopee because of handing a note to the teller demanding like $8,000, and they called the cops on her, and she got arrested and thrown in the clink. Hey, now she's got a felony on her record, so she can't live in a lot of places, unfortunately. Oh, she'll always find a guy to live with. Oh yeah, she'll always find a guy to live with. Oh yeah, she'll date any guy as long as she gets a place to stay. She'll date anybody. So no, don't worry about her at all. Eh, oh yeah, she's, yes, it is easy for women. Yeah, yeah, she stole from him. I told Lisa, I said I should have saved you from that. I should have saved you. I didn't. I regret it. I should have ran up to her and stopped her from doing it, but I didn't know what she was doing. I should have yelled and told her to stop. If I had done that, maybe she wouldn't have served the time, but I didn't know at the time. Because when I was in Wadena, I think years ago, I was just depressed all the time up there. So, yeah, she served her couple of years in Shakopee, and well, I was like across the street by the Super Value store. She was at that old bank. It was called the First National Bank, which is now, I think, the new Wadena Library. And she walked up to the teller. Uh, According to what Lisa told me, the lady, she told the lady she demanded like $8,000, and of course the news people, John Freud was claiming, oh, the bank was cool and called the police and they were brave. And I asked Lisa, she laughed and said, they were scared to death. And you know what? I believe Lisa because Lisa was not intelligent enough to tell a lie. She wasn't even intelligent enough to tell a lie. So she was telling the truth. Yeah, those news people, they just make up stories all the time. That's what they do. Yeah, Lisa wasn't very intelligent. No, no, she wasn't very intelligent. It's all the yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, she once married this guy named Steve Anderson. He was a motor mouth. Yeah, he's dead now, and nobody misses him. Yeah, he was a pack rat. Yeah, he lived in this one house they tore down later. Too bad he didn't film that one. Yeah, yeah, Steve, he was something else. Yeah, that guy's dead. They must have cremated his body, of course. You know, because I mean, nobody paid for his funeral. I wouldn't. Yeah, Lisa married that guy once, divorced, and married somebody else, I guess, and lives in Brainerd. Yeah, but I'm not going to go out of my way to visit her. No, but if I run into her, I'd probably interview her for YouTube. She'd be an interesting one, but I'll never find her again. And I'm not going to break my back or drive all the way to Brainerd to talk to her. No, nah, that's not worth the drive, if you ask me. Yeah, I'm not going to have a funeral myself. No, I'm just going to be cremated and I'm going to have my ashes dumped in the Mississippi River. I'll just be cremated with no funeral, no headstone, no nothing. Yep, right in the Mississippi. That's what I want. That way I could travel around the world. You dump it down there in Minneapolis, it goes all the way down to Louisiana. Maybe a couple of my flakes of my ashes will go to the Gulf of Mexico and keep going. Yeah, that's what I want. Because, I mean, you got your records all over the place anyway, all digital. They know when you're born, they know when you're dead. Yep, that's fine. I don't know how long I got to live. I have no idea. I could be dead tomorrow morning for all I know, because I gotta, you know, use my breathing machine to keep alive. Because without my breathing machine, I'd be dead. I'd be dead without it. Some people don't need that. I need it. Yeah, I got somebody. That's all right. I got somebody. Yeah, yeah. It's just say I just it's fine. Those that have if they want to be buried in the cemetery, that's fine. If you get a flat stone, after a while, your flat stone's going to get buried in dirt and um, sand and grass and all that. If you get a standing up headstone, people can see you easier. Just hope a tornado don't hit it or anything. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I heard my mother, when she was dying, she told me if you kids don't want the stuff, bring it to Salvation Army. I did. I brought a bunch of stuff there. Asked my family if they help with the bigger stuff. They didn't want to help, so I was going to get a moving truck and bring a bunch of stuff, but they didn't want to help, so I'd use my Park Avenue to bring the stuff. Yes, but nice and honest, you have to buy yourself a gravestone though, and even just a standard gravestone that's carved can bring you probably over $3,000 at least. Sometimes it could be 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 if you want to really. want to go Betty Davis style, it'll probably be over 100,000 if you want to go the way of Betty Davis or um, Al Jolson. It'll probably 500,000 or more. If you want to go the Al Jolson way, you know, or if you want to go the way of yeah, all depends on what kind of gravestone you want to buy. But oh yeah, but you got to pay for your gravestone. Oh, the military, yes, United States military will provide your headstone, but unless if you're some important person, you have to pay your own ground to bury yourself in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Let's see if I can go half hour more tonight. Then I'm gonna call it a show. I'll keep going. Um, but you see, it all depends on what people want. You know, like my father when he died, my mother was it? She got a double headstone from my mother and father. Plus, I'm much older than you, Paisonanis. I know you're not 58 years old. Just seen your picture. You're young enough to be my son. Yeah, it's easy to save that way. Yeah, Dave. Easy to save. Yep, it don't cost very much. You know, a lot of people do it besides me. A lot of people do it besides me. I'm not the only one. Plenty of celebrities are doing that now. Yeah, well, once they're dumped in the Mississippi, they'll be gone. And that's fine with me. You see, death doesn't scare me. I've almost died 4 times. Death doesn't scare me. I'm going to look you right in the eye in my camera. Death does not scare me. Death does not scare me. See? Doesn't scare me. Because once you almost die, death will not scare you. I used to be scared of death before that, but once I almost died a couple times, I'm not scared anymore. Yeah, yep, there's nothing to be scared of to me. You know, nothing to be scared of. There's people that are scared. That's understandable. I'm lucky to live to be 58 years old. I've known a lot of people growing up, died in their 40s, died in their 50s, died in their 60s, you know, because a lot of those people I used to know in the past life, they used to go to those parties all the time and partied hard with alcohol and all kinds of different drugs that mess their minds and all that stuff. Taking those powerful drugs, you know, it wrecked their lives, wrecked their brains, you know, wrecked their brains later on. Yeah, a lot of rich people. Yeah, those drugs have affected them in many ways. Like I'll name one singer, Ozzy Osbourne. Look at him now with Parkinson's. Look how old he looks. Just think of all those drugs that guy took. He took drugs. I mean, that were powerful. No, he won't take meth. No, no. Celebrities aren't going to touch meth. No, that's only for the middle class that take meth. Or yeah, that's only like for the middle class, and that's only for like a lot of motorcycle clubs. They'll use meth because it keeps them awake for like 2 straight days. You know. Oh no, I would go. I would never go near meth because meth that contains ammonia. It's like the ammonia comes out of floor cleaner. Yeah, ammonia comes out of floor cleaner. You couldn't pay me to touch that garbage. Yuck. But people do it. Motorcycle clubs, those that join. certain motorcycle clubs, they're required to take meth. So you do your jobs of dishonesty. That's what I've read. I mean, I'm not going to personally meet motorcycle clubs. I wouldn't want to. No way. Wouldn't want to. Say one wrong word, they'll do what they want with you. They'll do whatever they want with you, those motorcycle clubs. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, 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 that's true. Yep, that's true. And what I've read too, the four major motorcycle clubs in the United States: Hells Angels, Outlaws, Pagans, and Banditos. Those are the four main ones I've read. Those are the four main ones. Then there's several others too. There's the smaller ones. There's the hobby clubs, some hobby clubs out there, but they may be careful not have a rocker or anything like that, the rocker on the bottom, but state or whatever. Yeah, you don't want to do those rocker things. Those motorcycle clubs don't like when those small ones do the rockers, the little patches. Eh, Yeah, they don't like that. They don't like that. So I guess the best way to do it, if you want to make something cool on the back, is just sew some names on it without rockers. I guess you're safe that way. Eh, Yeah, safe that way. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So they call themselves the 1%ers, and we're the 99%ers. We're 99% ourselves because we're the honest ones. That's the way I look at it. We're the 99%ers, and I'm not going to name names of 1%ers. I'll just say we're the 99%. 99% strong. That's what we are. 99%. Yep, we're the 99s. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just like to live the honest life. Actually, it's much better. Don't have to turn your head or anything like that. None of that crap. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. I've noticed lately in YouTube, I I really don't do fishing. No, I gave my Marlboro fishing pole to Michael the Marn dog in Wadena because, well, I would have kept it normally, but I used it once and it lowered a lot of the value, and so I just gave it. And I said, "Hey, Michael, do you like to fish?" He says, "Yeah, I like fishing." He said, "Yeah, I could use a fishing pole." I said, "Do you want it?" He says, "You're going to give me a fishing pole?" I said, "Yeah." Okay, I gave it to him. I gave it to Michael the Marn dog. That interview I did with him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had edited about 60% of it because he was saying a lot of crazy stuff that I can't say here. And yeah, he said a lot of crazy stuff. I'd edited it out. Otherwise, YouTube will kick me out. That's for sure. What's going on in there? Nope, still nothing going on. Yep, still nothing going on. Must be a slow night. Must be a slow night in the video world. It's my air coming out. Yeah, must be my air. Yeah. Oh, what did I eat today? Oh, I'm surprised you asked that question. Okay. Let's see. What did I eat? I got to think. I had three chumangas, a couple of mango, whatever those are, little orange things, and banana, and a some milk and Hershey's milk, bowl of cereal, and yeah, and a can of soda pop. Yeah, that's what I had, and some glass of ice water. Yeah, I didn't eat too good today, but you know, yeah, I didn't eat too good today. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll just have to see what's going to happen in the future. Never know what's going to happen. You know, we're still on Earth, alive. That's unusual. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, welcome to the room there, fourth person, wherever you are. Let's see if they'll stick around. I don't know. If you're a member of law enforcement, that's fine. You're not saying anything wrong, so. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If they want to vote, that's up to them. That's all right. You got 7 votes, 4 male and 3 female, because you voted female, Bison on us. So I'm gonna have to reverse it because you don't scram. Don't listen to them, fourth person. Don't listen. Yeah, that's true. Believe in the good things. Believe in the good life. Yeah, yeah. Believe in the good things. Believe in the good life. Yeah, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. You champs here. Ah, there we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo. All right. Yeah, my belts. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, relatively speaking, I forgot to tell the rest of you. I bought some tread safe shoes for $21 at a Walmart clearance. I bought some Tide with Oxy for $5 on Walmart clearance. Yeah, 2 titles. Yeah, had 2 titles. Yeah, got a couple of clearance things. I was just gonna buy some Brillo pads, but when they saw those things on clearance, I couldn't pass it up. Yeah, you can't pass up on shoes. Huh. And it's always better. Even a doctor said that once. Now it's going up and down 50-50. Okay. Um, looks like 4 male, 4 female. Okay. It's 50-50 there. Okay. I think the person voted and left. Yeah. 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 It's tied with Oxy. It works the same. Yeah. That's about it. Female from every male. Except for me. I don't have any females. Yeah. So, I don't have any females. Yeah, I know one came and a couple probably came and left too, but that's all right. Yeah, 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 that's true. Yeah, I saw that in the clearance, when I was shopping. If I see another pair of shoes, I think I'm just gonna buy another one. Yeah, they're not the greatest shoes, but see, what I like about these is they're nice and wide. I got size 12 wide, and they're size 12, so I wear size 12 wide. 'Cause I don't like those narrow things because they hurt my feet. Because most tall people like me, we got wide feet, you know. Some guys got narrow. There's some, there's some. Yeah, there's some, but yeah, a person's got to watch for the deals. Horses can't. Well, yes, they can. Horses can have foot injuries. Hooves. Horses have hooves. They don't really technically have feet. They have hooves. And yes, they have injuries in their hooves. Yes. Yeah. Oh, they can fix the hooves, but they can't fix the legs. Hooves they can fix that. Yeah. Legs, no. They'd have to shoot it because the horse has too much weight. And out in the wild, if the horse was injured, the predator animals would take care of him. Yeah, the predator animals would take care of the prey, such as the horses, because the horses in the real wild are prey animals, as we know. Yeah, yeah, it is a big job to move a dead horse. Yeah, yeah, they weigh a lot of pounds. Do I take donations? No, not really right now. No, I'll think about it in the future. I'll think about it, but right now, no. So yeah, the way things are, if I drive around, I'll think of something. It's don't something that's very small. Don't give much money, please. Because hey, think of your families first. Think of yourselves and your families first. Think of your sons or daughters, and think of your wife. Think of your pet animals. Always think of them first before you think of me. All the time. Always think of them first before you think of me, or think of your grandparents and your favorite cousins or something like that. It's a birthday gummy bonanza. Well, I suppose I can look around and order some, but yeah, I was talking about. See, Dave, what I was talking about is relatives and friends and stuff. I'll see about the donation thing in the future, but like I said, I'm gonna have to look into it, and it's gonna be like all small donations. I was like Charlie Bow, 313. He takes like all small donations. You know, I've studied the Charlie Bow 313 channel. If anybody, you've heard of Charlie Bow 313, right? Seen that channel where he goes around the country, seeing the worst neighborhoods. He drives in his vehicle. Sometimes he walks. Yeah, he's the best driving channel on YouTube. No one comes close to him. Sometimes he'll fly drones. Sometimes he even goes to, yeah, yeah, okay, I'll have to place an order, but yeah, they're getting like pretty expensive and stuff like that. Then I got to be careful. That idiot lady that was a friend of mine, she might pop in again with a bunch of people again. That like that one time. Yeah, yeah, she's something else. That lady, she's weird. Yeah, she thinks she's going to be world famous by naming her YouTube handle after a porn actress. Yeah, tell me about it. And she's always crying on her, um, let's see, on her X or Twitter, always crying that she's not famous or whatever. She posted the stupidest pictures. If you ever want to look, I'll tell you who she is. She's a real fucking bitch. Yeah, she's a fucking bitch. Let's see here. On the Twitter or X, her name is Mode A Panty Mode. Mode A Panty Mode. Yeah, you seen Mode Panty Mode before? She's weird. But she's very smart though. She's highly intelligent woman. I mean, she's more intelligent than most people out there, you know. But yeah. Oh yeah, you've seen her before, Fishman. You've seen Mode Panty Mode before. I think you've seen her, right? You seen her, Fishman? Yeah, I think you have. Yeah, yeah, she's weird. And if you're there, Panty Mode, fuck off, bitch. You know. Because like I say, if she wants to attack me out in the street, go ahead. I'll just throw her in prison. I'm a legally and mentally disabled adult. She'll rot in prison. She knows it. All because I was on Thorazine as a kid. Yeah. Fucked up my brain. I'll throw her in prison. I don't give a shit. So one thing I learned as I got older, I'm not afraid to throw people in prison now. Nope, not anymore. I used to be scared of everybody and everything, but as time went by, I decided to fight back. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, she had a bunch of her trolls and stuff like that running around. Oh, see, Fishman, you do know about her, right? Hmm. Yeah, you do know about her. Yeah, I think you do, Fishman. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, if you ever look through her, she's a strange one. Eh, she's strange, tell you. Strange woman. Try to get a bunch of her people to attack me. I just told. Yeah, but you did see her thing before, right? You did see it. I think you have, Fish, man. Yeah, that's one of the reasons. I think Simeon Jimmy's thing for Monkey Mafioso used to show all his people that were on there. He took that down because he got too many weird people. I know why. I think if I reach 1,050 subscribers, I think I'll probably do the same thing. Who knows? I think I will too. Yeah, you have. Yeah. Yeah, she thinks she's going to be famous. Okay. Yeah. She has a big Instagram account. Congratulations. I had another Twitter account when it was Twitter one time. I was a different kind of channel. I had over 4,000 followers once. Nobody clicked on my YouTube videos. I destroyed that one, created a new Twitter. I have 600, and people pay attention to my channel. I totally changed. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I went on her. Yes. Get this. I went on her Discord one time. Yeah. I went on her Discord one time and showed a bunch of sick pictures to me. It was her, actually. And inside, I mean, any 6-year-old kid can click in her thing, any 6-year-old child. Hopefully, Discord kicked her out. I don't know. But inside, once a 6-year-old gets in, they can get in that porn stuff. And there was a couple of idiots showing their you-know-whats and stuff like that. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. Yeah. But if that bitch isn't careful, someone's going to kick her ass someday out in the street. It won't be me. Won't be any of you. I know that. But there's always somebody out there. Somebody out there. She thinks she's tricky. She thinks she's fooled everybody. But there's always some person out there who is not nice. Never know. Never know. That's why I'm careful out on the internet myself. I'm very careful who to talk to. Always am. Remember a while back, some subscriber wanted to come straight to my house. I said, no. It was an ex subscriber a while back. I said, no way. No. Nope. Don't do that. We don't do that. No. Yeah. 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 I just, for now, you know, I just, sometimes you just run into strange people when you get up to my level of 800 subscribers. You always meet the weirdest people. You have people who are jealous of you. You know, it happens. Oh well. No need to be jealous. You know, for every person like me who gets a live picture of some naked person taking a dump, you got the upper levels of thousands of subscribers of celebrities. They get that stuff all the time, every day. If I got it once in over 10 years, you know, I did try to report it to law enforcement. They did nothing about it. She was acting like I needed help. I said, for what? So law enforcement didn't want to help me. Oh well. I tried to report it to law enforcement. Um, oh, as far as getting more subscribers and knowing more people, it's I met more nicer people as time went by. Yeah, I met more nicer people as time went by. When I had the fewer subscribers, I met some nice people, but they were all the same generally. And I met nicer people as time went by. You know, I met nicer people. That's the way it was. But I'll see what happens in the future. I got to make some plans for my videos. I got to think what to do very carefully. And I think a couple more minutes. I'm going to sign off. You know, yeah, for my birthday thing, I'll be on a lot longer. Yeah, I'll be on a lot longer. I'll figure out a time and okay, I'll get some stuff going. I got to fly very carefully. I don't really talk to Iggy per se behind the scenes, but Jimmy, I very seldom talk to him because he's very busy, and I'm in the bottom of all the people that are in his group. I'm at the very bottom. See, Hartsy Protsy's ahead of me. There's Iggy, there's E Rich, there's oh Wonderland or the Res guy, whatever his name is, I forgot. And there's Rusty Cage. Um, yeah, they're all ahead of me. You know, that's the way it is. You know, yeah. Let's see, a couple more minutes. Yeah, well, one more minute almost. Um, yeah, no, not really. No, I'm grateful. I was in a group second from the top one time. You know, I guess maybe I'll stretch another 15 minutes. Yeah, I was in another group before. I was in yeah, I was in yeah, I was in another group one time. I'm sure he's not there. I was in the Cryptic Cowboy and the R team. Oh, they were a different lot, you know. Yeah, Cryptic Cowboy hates me. I don't care. Let him. Yeah, I'm in the Sipping Jimmy and Eggs group. Yes, yeah, but I was in Cryptic Cowboy and the R team, and all those people didn't do Cryptic's channel anymore, except for that Bucky guy. Yeah, yeah. So there's the same R team stuff in the last 10 years. It's going nowhere. Or you are fourth person. Welcome, I guess. Yeah, if you're spying on me, if that person's spying on me, that's fine. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care if it's a spy. Go ahead. Cryptic Cowboy's no friend. He's a fuckhead. Who cares? Yeah, it is. It's hard, but it's okay. Yeah, he just got really mad because of that interview I did with Cindy and Jimmy. Then I started to ignore him. That's all. Yeah. Well, Cryptic had me do an interview, and he did the horse thing after I said I was Randy the Wild Horse. I didn't like that idea. I told him, I said it's going to go nowhere, and he didn't listen. And I told him I'll do a fighting horse. I didn't want to do a horse thing at all, but I tried to compromise with the guy. He didn't listen. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. Yep. He gave away, what was it, $250 of the costumes to all these people. He offered it to me. I turned him down. I didn't want it. He wanted me to wear an R team hat. You know? No, I wasn't interested. No, because I'm my own man. I turned down his costumes. I didn't want it. Yeah, these guys named Travis and I are the only two guys that turned it down. Yeah. Oh yeah, you saw him too. Yeah, I know. But he's an expert though at video tricks. He's an expert. Very smart man. I'll give him credit. He's one of the most intelligent men on YouTube. One of the most. Yep. If you're a spy out there for Cryptic Cowboy, you can tell him he can go fuck himself. I don't give a shit. What's he gonna do? He gonna attack me out in the street or something? Go ahead. He won't do it. The United States has the best law enforcement in the world. I'm not worried about it. Hmm. I know he's not going to do anything. What's he going to do? Mess my videos again? Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But like I say, they smashed me for about over 7 hours worth of videos. That's fine. There's two. There's two fuckheads I've talked about. Oh well. Two fuckheads. Two people that want to be famous in their own way. Oh yeah, and then that other one, Mode. Yeah, she tried to have people send emails to me to open files. That's about a 1990s trick. I didn't fall for that. That's the 1990s way. She tried that. I didn't fall for that bullshit. Yep. Any spies out there, that's fine. I don't care. I know all the negative tricks the criminals do. Want to tell their criminal friends? Go ahead. I don't care. They go tell their criminal friends. As far as I know, I don't care. So what? So what? Wherever you are, fourth person, if you're nice, welcome. If you're a spy, go tell them everything I said. The 4 and 3 number just keeps going all the time. Oh, let's see. What do I have? I like the flamethrower. I like that one. I like the flamethrower. I like the flamethrower. Let's see. I like excuse me. I like some with a little rocket on it. That's fun. shoot rockets. Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to do anything. People who do things on the internet like that, they're cowards. They're cowards. That's what they are. They're cowards. They'll never go anywhere. They'll never go anywhere. No, no, they'll never go anywhere. Oh, let's see if some jerk sent me a Gmail. Okay, let's see. No, no, they didn't send me anything. That's good. That's good. They didn't send me anything. Yeah. No, that 4 and 3 number just keeps going all the time. It's just so weird. Huh. Oh, well, you're our fourth person. Don't be shy to talk. It's all right. If you're a nice person, you're welcome. If you're not nice, if you're not nice, go to the bad side of town and walk around. Right? You won't last there. Yeah. Favorite album? Oh, you mean my CD collection? Oh, favorite show? Uh, oh, yes. Some of my favorite shows. I like Charlie Bow. I like City of Jimmy's Depression Chamber. I like that. Or just I like Iggy's show. I like that one too. Yes, he'll come on. He hasn't been coming on lately. So and there's oh, I'll have to look up the names real quick. Let's see. Oh, favorite CD. That's what you mean. Uh, let's see. Oh, I got four Santanas. I like that. You know, I like Boston. I like the Cranberries. Yeah, Journey. Yeah, yeah. I got all kinds of favorites. I got lots of favorites in music. Lots of them. Yeah, I'll probably get some. Yeah, I got three of them. Yep, I got three of them at the um, yeah at the crap, what's that? I got thrift shop. Yeah, I got three of them at the thrift shop. Yeah, pretty cheap. I got three of them at the thrift shop, and I've been seeing those lately. And at thrift shops, I saw a lot of Barbara Streisand. I saw a lot of Madonna. I got so many favorite songs I can't even keep track. I have lots of them. Yeah, I usually buy greatest hits because that's where all my favorite songs are. I always buy the greatest hits or the collection or classic hits or whatever it is. I look in the back and see what they have. Yes, I do. Yeah, Just see what they have. And just see what they have. Yeah. I just have so many favorite songs from the 70s, 80s, 90s. I'll think up to the year 2000s. And then after a while, I don't like the hip hops anymore, the pops. Uh, Mixed cassette tapes. No, but I get. Oh, well, yeah, I got some old cassette tapes on my YouTube channel I did when I was a kid. I still did that and I still have them. Yeah, I played when I was a young kid. Yeah, I was pretending like I was on the radio at the time. Oh, favorite song of the 70s? Oh god, I got so many. So many. I just got many songs. Yeah, I like the Bee Gees, a lot of their songs, like this one song. How can you mend a broken heart? Let's see that one. I like that one. That was an excellent song. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot better than the disco stuff they were doing later on. That's how the Bee Gees hit really big is in the disco era. And some of the disco songs are good and some aren't. Uh, how can you mend a broken heart? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that was the early '70s one. Yeah, yeah, and like Rod Stewart's "Tonight's the Night," um, and let's see, lots of them. There's so many I can't even keep track. And there's still some. See, I've seen some Rod Stewart's, but I didn't see greatest hits though. I didn't see greatest hits or anything like that. I just don't like buying CDs where they have these fillers on there because sometimes the fillers are good, sometimes the fillers are awful. Filler songs. Because in the old days, they used to have songs called fillers. So well, they got to fill something. I'll just sing this song and see what happens. Very seldom do those songs get a hit, but once in a while it does, though. A filler song will get a hit. Not very often, though. It's just weird. Yeah, yeah, it's just so weird. You like one song and there. See, just like when I was a kid, you buy cassette tapes. You go to those places and you like one song, and then you get a bunch of filler songs on there. Yeah, they charge like I don't know, 8 to 12.95 back in the '80s for those songs. I mean, it was expensive. Yeah, those tape places lasted a long time. Once the CDs started making, cassette tapes disappeared. The albums kind of came back, but they're kind of going out of style too. Because you got the MP3 players now and all that. And of course, you got YouTube. Yeah, yeah, I'll keep in a broken heart. Yeah, yeah, I like that song. Yeah, you got the mini disc. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep, you got the mini disc and all that. Yeah, yeah, lots of ways. But I got a CD player in my car, which is good. You know, I got to learn more things about my car. And the CD player, it's a tie with the Park Avenue. Actually, it's a tie, which is good. The Park Avenue had an excellent system, and so does the Grand Marquis. So it's a tie, and that's good. I was glad it had a CD in that car. Of course, the CDs are going to be harder to put in because, well, or maybe not. I'll have to, because I got a side packet in my car, but it's not built as good. Yes, I have. I've watched videos on my vehicle. Yes, Yeah. Well, yeah, they bragged about that car. Yeah, I've studied that car. That's see the Grand Marquis is on the Crown Victoria platform, so it's the same vehicle, but it's more luxurious. Not as fast though. Of course, Ford's they'll make their vehicles faster than Mercury. Of course, the Mercury is now gone, so no more Mercury. Yeah, all you got is Ford and Lincoln. Oh yeah, Al Green. Yeah, Al Green. I remembered Al Green. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does. Yeah, Mercury looks a lot better than the Lincoln. Yeah, those modern Lincolns. I didn't like them after a while. I like those older Lincolns. I like the Lincolns in the '60s and '70s. I like those. I like those convertible Lincolns. They were great. The ones with suicide doors in the '60s. They're expensive now. Those ones in the '60s, very expensive. Yeah, and you got to use that special gas too. You got to be rich to afford one. I like those '70s Lincolns too. I like the '78, '79, the 19-foot 6-inch long Lincolns. Yeah, they're just huge. Yeah, I rode in Cadillacs a couple of times in the '70s. I never rode in a big Lincoln. No, I rode in the Cadillacs, and they were big. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, 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 make that mixtape. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. I'll stretch it 14 more minutes, and I'm gonna sign off because I'll be on for 3 hours. Yeah, I think that's gonna be enough for today. I'll try to get on at 4 o'clock tomorrow. 4 o'clock p.m. Central Time. 4 o'clock Central, 3 p.m. Mountain, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, in the United States. Unless I get some world people like in Russia or Austria or something like that. Sometimes I'll get people around the world too. I kind of like that. So a couple of times I got people from Russia. Just so weird. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll tell you. Oh, it's been a great show tonight. Even though I haven't said too much, I just talk out of my head. On my head. Ooh, I'll take the hat off for a while and combed hair. It's getting kind of long again. I'll get it cut short as usual. Yeah, I just don't like long hair anymore. I used to like the long hair. I'd wear it down my shoulders and stuff like that. I don't like it anymore for me. It all depends on the individual. If they want to wear long hair, mustache, beard, that's cool. Is there an option of going on Sam Hyde? I don't know Sam Hyde, so yeah, I don't know him. Yeah, yeah, those big. If he, yeah, see, I'll check dude Sam Hyde. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, it must be called Dollar Stream. Oops, I better shut that off. Okay. 14. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like, let's see, he has a bunch of links. Okay. Yeah, well, Yeah, oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, no, I don't want to make enemies with people on bigger channels. Definitely not. Yeah, then Jimmy would get mad at me, and so did his gang. Yeah, Jimmy told me when I first met him, he says, "Whatever you do, Randy," he says, "don't make enemies." He says, "Make friends, don't make enemies." That's what he told me when I first met him. He says, "Never make enemies, make friends." He says, you'll go farther that way." That's what he told me. Yeah, never make enemies, make friends. Yep. He says you go a lot longer in this business. He said, "Oh, they're friends with Sam." Yeah. Okay. I As far as Jimmy's concerned, when I talk to him once in a blue moon, we mostly talk about what's up with channels, with his channel and my channel, and stuff like that. We talk like once every probably 5 to 6 months. We don't talk very often because he's busy with other people and stuff like that. Which is fine. I understand that. I'm not mad at him for that. No, because he has a talented cast, an educated cast. And I'm the most uneducated person in the whole cast. So that's the way it is, and that's okay with me. I'm not mad. He told me just be my own person, my own channel. He said to me, he says, be your own person, be your own channel. And that's what I do, be my own person. I wasn't. I'm not actually selling myself short. I'm just saying, nice and honest, that he has more. Okay, I'll put it another way. He has the more educated people that know how to do channels and social medias and stuff. Yes, it's all good in the hood. Yeah, I'm uh, I'm more of the snobby type. Yes, I am. I'm more the. I like joining the snobs and joining the rich people who. Uh, I lost my voice. Shucks. I have to practice that again. Right now, my voice is kind of. I talk so much, I kind of strain my voice. Yeah, I used to could talk a lot longer and stuff like that. But as you get older, the voice kind of, it's just weird. It's like my late uncle Buck and one of my videos singing out at the old mill stream. When you're 16, you're my village queen. Yeah, gee. And actually, according to Find a Grave, my uncle actually married a lady that was 16 years old in Montana. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's this guy in his 30s. He married a 16-year-old. My late uncle Buck. He never told me that. Weird. But it used to happen often years ago. Some of those old guys, they'd marry those 14 and 16-year-olds from way back. It was weird. Yeah, yeah. What's the biggest fish? Uh, well, let's see. I think like I don't know, 2 3 pound pike. I haven't seen people catch big fish in person that often. Maybe once. Always people catch these sunnies all the time. You know. Yeah. And like I said, I had a fishing pole, but I gave it to Michael the Marn dog a couple of years ago in Wadena. And I gave that to Michael the Marn dog. I gave him our family desk drawer thing. It was very heavy. Carried it across the street. Yeah, finally made it. He was grateful. Yeah, I live the honest life. Yeah, that's what I do. I live the honest life. Let's see. I think the male and female thing is the best because let's see, 9 votes, 5 males and 4 females tonight. Yeah, yeah. 5 males and 4 females. I know females have talked in chat, but that's all right. That's all right. Shy females tonight with all us good-looking men in the chat. You know, those females are saying, "I'm too scared to talk. I'm too scared. Oh, you know, too scared, too scared, too scared." But that's okay. All is forgiven. All is forgiven. Yes. Yeah. Just got to think of some things. Lately, I've been to. Yeah, I wish the ladies would come. That'd be so great. Yeah, that'd be so great. Yeah, 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 that'd be so great. Yeah. Oh boy. I gotta say, there's not much action on my YouTube world tonight. I'll check again. Let's see. Um, no, don't look like it. Nope. Not much of the action. Not much of the action. No, maybe he was. Yeah, it was scaring the women away. Yeah, that's it. I just, yeah. Well, I wish if I get a lot of big money, I think I will. That'd be an idea. Yes, Fishman. If I get lots of money, I think that's what I'll do. Take a boat out to the Philippines and look for one. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, just have to find a way to do it in an interesting way. But that's winning big money. You know, that's a pie in the sky wish. I have those dreams and wishes, but but at this point in my life, a jungle lady. Oh yeah, that one guy kept saying jungle lady, whoever he is. Yeah, yeah. Well, you must have read the comments from whoever that person is. Yeah, yeah, whoever they are. Yeah, yeah, whoever they are. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like I say, before I go, if any of those, yeah, Jungle Life. Okay. Jungle Love by Steve Miller. That's a song I remembered. That's about his best song, but I'm no Steve Miller band fan, so I'm not a fan of the Steve Miller band. So used to be, but not anymore. Yeah, grew tired of them. Eh, yeah, used to think it was great music. Now I think it's kind of boring, But it's listenable if there's nothing else on. But I got all these CDs, so if I see the Steve, and I haven't seen the Steve. Have I seen the Steve Miller band at Thrift Shop? No, I haven't. I never seen them over there. No, maybe they sell out fast. Who knows? There's a lot of people that still like them. Yeah, a lot of people that like them. Yeah, yeah, Steve Miller. Yeah, yeah. It's okay. Those that like Steve Miller, that's fine. It's fine. Hey, you know, I it's it's just not for me anymore. That's all. But everybody has their favorites out there. Yeah. At least I got a CD player. I think I'll go to the thrift shops and see the other CDs they have out there. But oh, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Some of those band members, you know, yeah, yeah. Sometimes, you know, oh, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, that's true. Some like it. I think I'm gonna go now. So let's see, 5 males, 4 females. Okay, 56, 44%. Thank y'all very much. I'm going to go now. So I'm going to be on tomorrow at 4 if you want to catch me. So see you later. Bye.